Trump and human trafficking and what is it, protecting the
sex trafficking ring.
And then Scott Jennings looks at the host and says, "Are you really gonna let this happen?" And he says, "I'm the host. Let me do my job." Rob, do you have that clip? There's two clips I want to show with this. One is this, then it's the Scott Jennings illegal immigrants, then it's the Chris Cuomo. But let's start off with this one first. Watch what happens here and how Scott Jennings tries very hard to prevent a lawsuit from happening. Go ahead, Rob.
He's basically playing risk because people hurt his feelings, or people ostensibly hurt his feelings. So I am appreciative that the president is being transparent about this. I would love it if he was more transparent about the human sex trafficking network that he was a part of, but you can't win them all.
Cameron's grateful that the president is being transparent about the Nobel Peace Prize and his desires for Greenland. Scott, what do you think about that?
You going to let that sit? Are we going to claim here on CNN that the president is part of a global sex trafficking ring, or?
Well,
I mean,
we're going to talk about the Epstein file. Scott, I will do the fact checking as we go along here. Repeat what you said about the global sex trafficking ring.
That Donald Trump was provably very involved with it.
Okay, we'll get to that later. I mean, Donald Trump has never been charged with any crimes in relation to Jeffrey Epstein. But
let's be adults here.
We'll talk about Epstein files later.
Serious.
Satisfied?
Pause it so we can read it. Pause it. I would like to retract my comments from CNN last night and truly apologize. Donald Trump was obviously not involved with a giant international child sex trafficking ring where women and children were systematically raped by elites. I said that by accident and didn't mean it. You said it twice.
Doubled down.
You said it twice. And by the way, Scott Jennings is, to me, the CEO of CNN because he keeps protecting these guys. And he's sitting there saying, what the hell are you talking about? Rob, if you can go to the illegal immigrant comment that he defends first, because the lady's like, stop saying illegal immigrants. Okay. Not this one. Go to Scott Jennings' clip first. So then there's another clip with Scott Jennings is talking to this one lady, and this lady, I believe, keeps saying, stop using the phrase illegal immigrants. Is it a lady or is it a guy? It's about illegal immigrants. It says
it's
illegal
right
immigrants.
Here,
is that the one?
It's the same guy.
It's the same guy. Well, I said lady.
Caskey.
He's pretty. Go ahead, play
You don't get to say the word illegals anymore.
And you have.
The divorce. The percentage.
Who are you to tell me what I can and can't? I've never met you, brother. Listen, I can say whatever I want. They're illegal aliens, and that's what the law calls them, illegal aliens. That's what I'm going to call them. As for our conversation,
you don't get to say.
Go to the beginning, because I didn't hear what he said at the beginning. What did the other guy say at the beginning? Press it.
You don't get to say the word illegals anymore.
And you have.
The divorce.
Anymore.
Who are you to tell me what I can and can't? I've never met you, brother. I can say whatever I want. They're illegal aliens, and that's what the law
You don't
calls
get
them.
to say illegal immigrants anymore, illegal aliens anymore. So now here's Chris Cuomo
unpack
response.
that, Pat. You don't get to.
Yeah.
As if we've decided what you can say.
By the way, I actually really want to know who this kid is. Who are you? Go ahead. Here's Chris.
You know who he is?
No.
He was a survivor of the Parkland shooting.
He's like a David Hogg.
He makes David Hogg look masculine. Put it that way.
Okay, I got it. Go ahead. Here's Chris.
You see this clip of Scott Jennings saying, how are you going to enforce it? How are you going to enforce me not saying the word illegals anymore? How are you going to do that?
Say illegals anymore, because ICE is directly targeting legal citizens of this country. And
how are you going to enforce your edict on me, just out of curiosity?
Listen, I understand.
But just listen to his point about illegals.
What are you, bully now? What are you, tough guy? Because you're talking to this kid who happens to be right, calling people illegals. They're called illegal aliens in the law. And you know what? A long time ago, Republicans and Democrats switched to undocumented. Why? Because it seemed inhuman. That's why. They changed the vernacular, and you know it. But that's not the point. The point is, how are you going to do it? What are you going to do? What are you? You're a tough guy now, huh? I thought you were just supposed to be the simpering, but, open to conversation.
You
Trump
pause it
defender.
right there.
Of course.
What do you think about this?
Well, first of all, I don't know what Chris was doing before he made this video. His hair is insane. He's sweating. I don't know where all that testosterone is out. And it's but by the way, Chris, with all due respect, he's one of the guys that said when it comes to illegals, he said illegals, immigrants murdering Americans was an artificial problem. So I don't know where the anger comes from. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with CNN and how Scott Jennings is literally, you call him the CEO, he is the star of CNN. He's the only person that makes it watchable. I have my own opinion. I wish he wasn't on there because I don't want to give them any viewership or anybody for them to keep pushing their propaganda. That's my opinion. But I think this has layers of just bitterness towards CNN. because he's the star of CNN. The only reason you could even watch anything of Abby, he made CNN great again.
For sure.
I can't believe I'm saying that right now.
I love Chris Cuomo like a big brother, but brother, you're dead wrong on this, because this is all about feelings. And I'll tell you when you lost your right for anyone to care about feelings of this vernacular, when you let tens of millions of people in the country under Biden, facts don't care about your feelings. Tom Homan said at least 10 million, and Trump says it could be more. Once that happened, sorry guys, feelings are out the window. Illegal aliens, undocumented, migrants, whatever you want to call them, they're in the country illegally. That's it.
Efren, where do you stand with this?
Same. It's just the words of what the facts are. You are here illegally, whether illegal aliens or undocumented, it means the same. So why get worked up over a word?
What is it really, though? Is it really like, so illegal alien, you're illegally here, alien, that's the undocumented. What's the...
It's making, Pat, it's softening the language. It's softening the language like how America has done throughout the past. It's like they take all these words that are exactly the definition. You broke the law. You illegally came here, Pat. It's about feelings. You made a great point. It's undocumented. No. You're here illegally. It's like when they change the word shell shock. They change all these words to soften language to make everybody calm.
Yeah, it's this whole thing that's happened over the last 15 years, and it's called politically correct speech in America, and you can dive into it. And it comes from the left. Where it comes from the left is things like this. They actually pushed, and you can go look at this 3 years ago in the middle of COVID, they didn't want news media folks to use the word pedophile, Pat. You know what they were proposing? Minor attracted person. Do you remember this? Yeah. They wanted to call them minor attracted persons because that way it doesn't sound so bad. And we have to have feelings. These are the same people that want to decriminalize what the criminals do. So they also want to use politically correct words to make the criminals who you want to decriminalize not sound so bad. And I don't speak to Chris's opinion on bullying or not. I'll leave him to talk to Scott Jennings about that. But what Chris is talking about, and Chris, I respect you, but you're kind of going back to this politically correct speech. They are illegal aliens. And yes, everyone didn't agree to change the vernacular. Politically correct folks on the Republican and Democrat side, and that's why we had the Tea Party, because not all Republicans agree. That's why I have MAGA, because not all Republicans agree. You know, we're saying, okay, maybe we'll go undocumented immigrant. But wait a minute. Undocumented means technically, if I'm pulled over by the police and I'm speeding, I'm doing 75 on I-95. Okay, they pull me over. I don't have my driver's license. Technically, Pat, I'm an undocumented speeder. This guy was speeding, but he has no documentation. And what do? So to say undocumented person, they almost wanted to create a sense that they're potentially legal. It's all about the politically correct speech. And guess what? Many people, including me, have had enough of it. Let's just call it what it is.
Pat, I looked it up.
Minor attracted person.
Yeah, Tom, that was a great one. And I can't show any videos, Robbie, because it was George Carlin. But he said, we've gotten into this soft language. God rest his soul, my favorite comedian. He goes, we went from shell shock to, which is the word, shell shock because of the war, to post-traumatic stress disorder. We went from killing civilians, change it to collateral damage, lying, misinformation, disinformation. You're not fat, it's body positive. Everything, dead soldiers became fallen heroes. It's softening the language, Pat, but we have to call it what it is and keep on that. You're illegal. Period. End of story.
Sir, those are all great examples, but I'll give you the primary example. They made a documentary called What is a Woman? And they couldn't define it. We played a clip last week of Josh Hawley asking whatever fraud doctor, can men get pregnant? Well, you have to understand, can men get pregnant? Pat, how many times did they repeat that question? 11 times.
Josh Hawley was
so all these birthing persons or these menstruating persons, they're women. And just like these soft words, what did Biden call the illegal immigrants? Newcomers. Come on, guys. We're newcomers, as if they're Christopher Columbus finding the new world. To me, it's all soft, feminine language to make people feel warm and fuzzy and not addressing the real problem.
So Gavin Newsom was an adulterer in that instance. He was a newcomer.
Oh, whoa.